Hey there, Boots Owen here. I was in a skip today and I found a load of treasure. So come with me on a little journey of why it's worth looking in skips. Arc welder, I don't know what's in that box, it's got a cable tie on it, but we'll go through it as we go and I'll show you what I've taken out. Last night I got that fridge. I've been told it works. I don't really need it, but it's better than the one I've got, so put it that way. So here's first an empty DeWalt box. Doesn't want to open, so it's a drill box, and I don't know if I really want that, but it was there, and sometimes if you cut the middle out they make a good box, so I'll set that aside. DeWalt. Now this one, these are quite good. This is a set of screws. You know, it's a pretty good set. Like, the fact that it's not complete is irrelevant because it's missing one box, and I might have a box for that because I tend to keep these things. But even just for the case, it's a good case if I was to put the screws in my screw system, which is a box of screws. It's a good case, and like, it's tatty and whatnot, but I don't care about that. That doesn't bother me. I have one of these that I use for gas plumbing fittings. Slightly bigger, and I find them pretty good. Now, tile leveling clips. You put them behind the tiles and you use these wedges to pull them up. As in the skip. Let's see, Rothenberger over here, this guy. Pipe bender. These are not cheap. I have one already. I don't think my one's branded. It should have two journals with it for bending the pipes that go between the roller and the pipe, but you tend to find them. I think I have one. I don't know which size I have. I have one journal, and so what I tend to do is tape them onto the handle, but plumbers tend to leave them in their box and lose them, and I think you can bend the pipes without the journals. I don't know if journals is the right name, but that's what I've been calling them because I heard someone else call them that. Look at that, like, it's barely been used. Some tiling equipment. So here are some files. Faithful, that's a brand. So 2 files. Tile scriber, I like those ones. They're carbide tips. Looks okay. Another tile cutter. Grout rake, which I don't know if it's been used much. Brand new hacksaw blade. Like, even that, it's not great, but you'd have to buy it if you did. A little light. Little headlight. I presume it's rechargeable because it's got a thing there, so it must have one little battery in it or something. You know, they're all free. They're all in a skip. Now this guy looks to have a repair or something. It's got a screw on there. I don't know what that's about. Another tile cutter. Bit of box iron. It's got like 4" by 2" or something like that. A Bosch GHO 1582. GHO 1582 planer with a 110 volt plug. Now, it's been used, and it's probably used to do door edges or something brutal, but there's a couple of chips. I've looked at it already. There's a couple of chips on the blade, but you get an Allen key, pull the blades out, and you're ready to go. Chip out of there. It's pretty well used, but it's not a big deal. It's even got an Allen key for doing the blade. I might have spare blades for that inside somewhere. I tend to keep stuff like that. There you go. Roach trowel. A harp ashtray. I presume that's harp lager, but with a hashtag on it. I don't know what that's about. Nail gun. Let's have a go at nail gun. So it looks like this was repaired. It looks like this was repaired. It has a name on it, which I don't really want to show in the video. So let's see if I can get around that. Looks good. Oh yeah, look at that. With batteries and a charger. Now they could be completely knackered. What sort of battery are they? 6 volt, 1.5 amp hours, nickel metal hydride. They might work. I don't know anything about these. Don't know, do you need a gas can in them? It's got nails in it. I haven't got a nail gun like this, but I don't really need one, I guess, if I don't have one. I think the box has been opened the wrong way up. I don't know, actually. Power tool charger, that does not look genuine. to suit pass load series. So those look like they might be batteries that were aftermarkets. I don't know, I'll have to give that a look. But you know, free. So I've looked at that stuff there. Over here, Impact's 140 arc welder, IM arc. Got some specs there. 10% at 110 amps. That's pretty light. So probably runs 100% at 40 amps or something like that. Heavy box. It's bigger, I think, or very similar in size to the. No, it's bigger than the Aldi one I have, that I've been using for years. There's your holder. Yeah, it's got that same cheapsy screen, but it's not covered in spatter, so I'd say it probably wasn't used much. That's a plug, 13 amp plug. What's in here? Oh, a pack of rods. They're handy. They're not too bad. 6013. Not bad. A pair of gloves by the looks of things. Rods going in the bin. What's this? Another pack of Sealy rods. So why would that have been thrown out? Who knows? Who knows? That wasn't... Somebody bought that and never used it. Usually these things come with a chipping hammer. There's a pair of gloves for it. Some more soggy old rods. They're rotten. Yeah, there's your brush and chipping hammer. There's a bit of metal spike there. This is very similar. It's even got instructions. Very similar to my old Aldi one. Now over here, a little power saw, 240 volt. Don't know if it works. I don't know if any of this stuff works, but it doesn't really bother me. I like taking it out of the boxes and having a look at it. And this fellow, covered in tape for some reason. This is a 240 volt DeWalt electronic speed control router. Apparently with some accessories. Now it's full of sawdust and whatnot. But yeah, it's got that plug on it. It feels okay. It doesn't look to have been used and abused. 1/2 inch, I presume, given that the bits are all 1/2 inch. Or 12mm or 13mm, whatever routers take. Time was, when I was a teenager, I would have just loved one of these. I could never afford one. So I got a small one that I still have, and it's pretty much the only one I use. DeWalt router, free. Oh, past me would have loved that. Now up here, there's 3 boxes. Toolbox, these are empty. Empty, and that's a little Hitachi metal box. It's nice, but it's empty. Pretty good, I reckon. What's the premium score? The one I'll use the most is probably the screw box. Saw I don't really need, but I'd hate to see stuff just lying in a skip, you know. But this was all in a skip today, and all of it free. Some of it I've bought in the past, like I've bought a router in the past. I don't necessarily need a nail gun, but I might find a use for one now that I've got one. Empty box, tile leveling system, some tiling tools. The planer's probably quite good, but it's a 110. That's back and forth on these things. I wonder will that run on a 13 amp plug? Because the Aldi one, or the little one, whatever one I have, it doesn't like that plug. It prefers the 16 amp plug. So there you go, some treasure there. Tell me about it in the comments below, what you found recently and what's going on in the world. Other than that, I don't know what to tell you. It's a crazy old world. I think why this was being thrown out, I think it was a Friday evening job and a builder had thrown it into the skip from his van at the end of a day. Stuff that had been in the way or something like that, tools he didn't use and clearly had no interest in. The nail gun I'm going to have a look at, maybe in another video. Maybe I'll look at all the stuff in another video, who knows, to test out if it works. Questions or comments, leave them below. A like would be appreciated, and subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks for watching, see you later.